Hi friends, it's time for our week ahead reading for the week of April 14th to April 20th, 2025. This week we have Mercury entering Aries on April 16th. We have Mars entering Leo on April 17th, and we have Taurus season beginning on April 19th. So a lot of pretty big transits, but Mercury going into Aries and Mars into Leo is going to make things feel very fiery for those few days because we'll still be in Aries season, and then things will kind of get grounded a little bit more as we head into Taurus season on the 19th. I will probably do a whole separate Taurus season video. We'll see how the week goes. Maybe I'll feel a lot of like action oriented energy for you, especially with Mercury entering Aries and Mars entering Leo. You should feel a lot more of this like desire to be action oriented, and probably something that's going to come out is being sure that you are not being too impulsive, taking action in places where you need to take a beat. All right, so sometimes this is like really helpful energy when you need that inspiration and things have felt hard and stuff like that, and sometimes it can turn into aggression, irritation, agitation, impulsiveness, like reactivity as opposed to like being planful and things like that. So those are things to keep in mind. But let's see what are the big themes that you need to know for this week ahead. Thank you, Spirit. What does my YouTube collective need to know for this week of April 14th to April 20th, 2025? Thank you, Spirit. April 14th to April 20th, 2025. April 14th to April 20th, 2025. Let me get some cards out and I'm going to tell you everything that I am seeing. Okay, I do feel like some of you have released some connections, maybe with this full moon in Libra that we just experienced. Maybe you actually did take some of that advice that I had given in last week, and as well as the Libra full moon reading, that you needed to release some energy. And yes, oh my gosh, as I said that, the Death card coming out, I feel like you released things, and it's like you made the choice to release these things, but there's still grief around it with the Five of Cups. Okay, so allow that space for that grief. I do feel like there's some emotions. Okay, yeah, literally look at the Justice card, like I said, with like Libra full moon. So maybe there's some releases that happened. There's some also of some areas of disappointment, but I feel like but with the Five of Cups and then the Four of Cups in reverse, it's like there are some areas of disappointment, but it's like you are able to make sense of them so quickly. Some of the areas of disappointment are things that you initiated. Like I said, you were like, maybe you decided to end a relationship or make a big change in your life, and even though it's like it was hard, you know it was for the best, like it was still, you know, so you're disappointed that that's what you had to do, but you know it was like the right move. Okay, so that's like for some of you, or in some situations. And then in some areas, like you are maybe not getting exactly what you want in the exact timing that you want, but you also are just like, you know what, it's okay, because like I know it's gonna end up working out in the right timing for me later. Like it's just like it just needs to get aligned. Like you're very trusting of the universe this week, it feels like. The Four of Cups in reverse, and then coming out after that is the Two of Cups crossed. And I love with the idea of the Five of Cups, and you can see how there's these two cups still standing. It's like, you know that you had to let go of something, but there's still the two solid cups are still there. So yes, like there's some loss, but it's not like the loss of the thing that was the most for you. You're releasing these things to make space for what you truly desire, Two of Cups. And the fact that it's crossed is kind of telling me like you're making space so that you can get fully upright. You know that it's just, this week might just not be your divinely aligned time for everything coming together, but you know that it's like it just feels like a big transition week, honestly. Making space, you cleared some stuff out, you have to make some peace, and you are creating space to really allow in what you want. Okay, here comes that fiery energy, the Page of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Like that's the Mercury and Aries energy, that's the Mars and Leo energy. What do we need to know about this fiery energy that's coming forward? Okay, there might be a temptation that you want to like you just released something and then you might be like, wait, shit, what did I do? Okay, and like, don't go back. We're not going backwards. Yeah, don't go back. Sit with your feelings, okay? Like, you just cleared all this space, Fool card. You just cleared all this space for yourself. So, like, don't impulsively go back to something. Mercury and Aries, especially because we're still in, like, the shadow period of Mercury retrograde. The shadow period is when the planet is retracing the steps that it had already been through to start really, so like Mercury's moving in forward motion, all from our perspective. But when Mercury went retrograde, Mercury was already in Aries. So it's like, it might be like repeating some things. You might be like, wait, oh my God, did I make a mistake? Or whatever. And it's like, no, hold on. You don't need to go backwards, because I see the Three of Wands crossed and it's like going towards the past versus the Two of Cups crossed that was going towards the future. So like, make sure that you're not feeling like, oh, I'm gonna go back to something that just felt more familiar because it's like feeling a little hard right now. Like, just sit with those feelings. Moon card coming out. Allow yourself to experience the feelings. There's a lot, especially with the Five of Cups, the Four of Cups, the Two of Cups. There's a lot of feeling energy here. Despite it being, like I said, there's like a lot, you know, it's a very fiery week, but we're seeing all these cups. The moon and the death card even is Scorpio. Lots and lots of like water sign energy, which is just saying to me that like, you have to allow yourself to really feel the feelings to fully move through them, especially when it comes to relationships. Five of Crystals on the bottom of the deck here. Okay, so relationships that you're trying to let go of to make space for other things coming in. And when I say relationships, I do not just mean romantic, especially this week. I strongly do not. This could be with a coworker. This could be with family. This could be with friends. This could be with roommates. Like, it could be literally any type of relationship where you were like, I had to make this change because I'm calling in the divine alignment that I really desire. Okay, I had the Hangman come out earlier and I haven't addressed that yet, and I don't want to skip it. So yeah, thank you, Spirit. Is there anything else I need to say about the Hangman? They're actually telling me that while I didn't specifically address the card, like I actually did address the energy of it. Yeah, okay, it's basically like, again, letting go of something that you did want in the past. Ace of Stars reversed because it went Hanged Man, Death card. So like the order, just in case you really care about it, Five of Cups, then Four of Cups reversed, Two of Cups crossed, then the Hanged Man, then the Death card. That's what had come out. And so, yeah, they're saying like, I did address it without acknowledging the card. It's like, you were kind of like, you keeping yourself in a connection that wasn't bringing forward your manifestations. If anything, it was kind of blocking your manifestations, right? And you actually like released this, and that's really good. You realize that like the answer that you had been seeking of like, you know, why some things weren't lining up for you in your life was because of a relationship that wasn't for you. So you've released that, and don't regret it. Like, don't go back to it. Nine of Wands, like continue to uphold your boundaries around it. Trust that you made the right decision here. Hermit card and Judgment card and Nine of Cups. Oh my goodness. Trust that you made the right decision that's going to lead you towards what you are actually really desiring. So maybe there's, some energy, some pull this week of having regrets about like, having boundaries. So you just worked so much about having boundaries and setting your standards and like being in divine alignment, and like there's some part of you that is like, well shit, did I make a mistake? You didn't make a mistake. The only mistake would be if you actually didn't do all of those things. Then this is like, hey, catch up with the collective, friend. Okay, yeah, catch up. Chariot card, Queen of Stars. We're all moving towards this energy. You want to stay in this collective. Catch up. If you need to release something, like you still got time, especially depending on when you see this. Take care of that, okay? We're heading into Taurus season. That Queen of Stars literally had some Taurus bulls on her throne. All right, we're getting ready for that. Let's see what else other energies that you might need to just be aware of this week. Thank you, Spirit. What else is going on this week for this collective that they just need to be aware of, mindful of, be prepared for, their forecast or predictions for this week? I thought that card wanted to come, but then it was like, well, that one really wanted to come. Oh my gosh, Knight of Crystals in reverse. I really feel like, also, don't make any impulsive travel plans, okay? And again, no impulsive communication. You got to be careful on these impulses on communication for sure. 4 of Stars, Knight of Cups. Okay. It's so funny because, yeah, look, it's like Fool and Temperance card. You are so close to getting what you want in certain areas of your life. I feel like especially when it comes to certain areas of relationships. And it's like, don't let this week throw you off. You might have some irritations. Don't go back to the old ways. 4 of Stars, like, go ahead and build from this new beginning. Fool card. The 4 of Stars is somebody who, like, tries to cling on back to, like, old things that are maybe not serving them anymore because they're so scared to have nothing. Look at actually how much happier the Fool is. So instead of, like, being impulsive in communication or going backwards, like, I really just feel like this week is very much like, don't go backwards. And this is all about your self-control. Do not go backwards, because what is actually coming is so much more delightful for you. Knight of Cups coming in. The love that you want, right? The 2 of Cups. The type of love that you want in any type of relationship, it is coming. It is already literally en route to you right now. Just, you have to be patient. And just like, this week is, I'm just really getting like transition week. Okay. So in the transition, maybe not everything is there for you, right? Like the transition time is important though. So just like appreciate the transition. Yeah, we're transitioning into Taurus season. Here she is again, the Queen of Stars. This is literally the Easter bunny that we're having, right? Here's the bowls, like the Easter's on 420 this year. So just like allow this time of transition, nothing impulsive, don't go back. Don't be duped. Things that are coming in that were things that you tried to release, they're not coming back because they're better, okay? Yeah, stick with your own energy where you know what you've been working for this whole time, High Priestess. You've been putting forth this work, putting in this work, really getting to this place. Don't go back. Like, this is a time for moving forward into this. High Priestess and the 9 of Stars. I am also just getting the idea of like 999. So also this idea of like, you're so close to like the next turn. And that's where you're trying to go. Flower of Life card here too. 4 of Wands. The celebration, and here's Venus and Aries, which we're coming up to. We're so close to getting to all the places you want to go. You just did so much work through these retrogrades. So much work through eclipse season. Don't let that all go to waste. Keep going. Transition time. It's all gonna be worth it in the end. Yeah, Temperance card again, okay? No impulsive actions this week. Stay committed. Taurus season is gonna bring some blessings, I think. Hierophant card is the Taurus card. Okay, so we'll dig more into Taurus season in another video, like I said, but for right now, just allow this to be a week of transition for you. Reflect, release, respond instead of react, and keep just like going towards the destination that you've been working for so long. Ace of Cups. You're going to be rewarded. You're going to be rewarded. All the love that you desire, all the abundance that you desire, you will be rewarded.